the intensity in their eyes tonight? Do you see that passion? We're going to have a barn burner. Let's check it out.
You can see it. You can feel it. I know this takes you back. Let's do this thing. Won by Atlanta. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. To Paul. Harden against the Ukrainian Len. Screen coming. Harden to Capella. Alex Len snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Good. Off a spin. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the...
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are 2 different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
You've got to get that one to go. Now ready to shoot at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Taurean Prince, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. First try at the line, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Here's Paul, controlling the offense. Curling inside. Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Harden with... Going to launch, beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Trey Young. Here comes the screen. Prince, guarded by Clint Capella. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Clint Capella with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Paul. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. That won't go. Alex Len pins it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Paul. Has a look. Ooh, Chris Paul. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Now the Hawks coach gonna call a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Changes coming from both sides right now. Trey Young to Ken Bazemore. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Taurean Prince trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Now Paul with the basketball, counting down towards 1 minute to play here in the opening quarter. Hawks with the basketball. Has a chance and scores.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Not done yet. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Desperation shot here from half court. First quarter in the books. The Rockets with the lead. Quarter down, both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Here comes the screen. Gerald Green. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. To Gerald Green. From long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. Vince Carter gets it in the left corner. To Kevin Huerter for 3. Not that time. To Gerald Green. That's no good. To Carter. To Kevin Huerter. Trying to cash in. Shot won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Goes to the right side.
Execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
It's Atlanta ball. To Carter. Baseline drive. From the outside, no good.
But I don't put that on the shooter, Ed. I put that on the passer. You have to put your players in the best possible position to score the ball. You know that's not a strength of his.
Gets to the basket and scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Washington Caps.
Harden to P.J. Tucker. Chance for Chris Paul. And he hits.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Trae Young. And that's going to get out of bounds off of Harden. A pass taken away by the Rockets. Won't go down. Trae Young to Carter. Here comes the screen. Clint Capella sends it away.
And that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Count the basket inside.
Ed, I'm telling you that every player in the league will make that shot. The defense has to be elevated.
It's with 4 to shoot. It's Harden. Rebound claimed by the Hawks. Has a look. Can't connect. Has to know what's a good shot and what isn't. Paul across the timeline. Under a minute to go before halftime. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Fires the 3. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Harden to Paul. Capella down low and a throwdown. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Trae Young to Carter. The drive right to the basket. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
That pass stolen by the Hawks. They'll let one fly from half court. That's it for the first half with the Rockets in front.
Thanks, Ed. The Rockets have the lead, but not by much.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets. The Hawks are within striking distance at the half, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Steals.
That must have been a difficult half of basketball for these coaches to watch. Neither team was able to hold on to the ball, as you can see by the steals in these highlights. Still, some credit should go to the guys with the active hands.
Player of the half.
Chris Paul has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
Tight game through the first 2 quarters as we resume play here in the third. Paul into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Capella. Rises for the slam.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Kevin Huerter. Deep right corner. Beyond the arc for 3. Knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond. Harden to Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul guarded by Alex Len. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Clint Capella rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from long range. Huerter can't connect that time. Gordon with it. His team up by 1. To Harden. Has a chance. Harden shot, no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Harden into the front court. Leads 1. To P.J. Tucker. Shot clock winding down. Chance for Paul. Deep 2 there. Oh, and a putback. To Trae Young. Trying to cash in. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
To Harden. Alex Len with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And you best believe that every one of those that goes in fills the confidence meter.
Capella to Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And the rebound taken down by Collins. Trae Young. Down low Collins. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To P.J. Tucker. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. To Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good. Can't get the bounce. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Trae Young. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Here comes the screen. Paul. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter. The Hawks with the lead. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. Here's a chance from long range. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. Trae Young to Carter. Here comes the screen. Vince Carter. Rockets have the ball. Tucker to Rivers. Here comes the screen. Rivers, guarded by Alex Len. To P.J. Tucker. 5 seconds to shoot. Paul. Man, that was a tough shot.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
To Carter. From long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Paul with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. To Rivers. Here's CP3. Not that time. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources. Players and the fans, I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 20, John Collins. Subbing in for the Houston Rockets, number 13.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Tucker to Rivers. And Collins there to grab the rebound. Here's Atlanta. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Harden in possession. His curling inside for three. Tucker with the rebound. Harden shakes free and hits.
And your big is the one making that happen. Every time he's involved in a PNR, he's slipping it, forcing that guy from the weak side to come down to help. Quick skip passes equal threes in the bank.
To Ken Bazemore. Nothing going here on that drive. Trey Young to Ken Bazemore. Fires the three. Tough shot there for Bazemore. No good. Harden in possession. The deficit is 6. To P.J. Tucker. Harden. And it's the big man, Len, with the rebound. And he'll head to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Knocks down the first. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. To Capella. Harden, defended by Len. Goes reverse to lay it in.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Paul picked up by Len. To Harden. Beyond the arc for three. With James Harden, muscle memory. Gets it to go.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock. And the finish at the rim.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here comes the intentional foul with 10 seconds on the clock.
In the 80s, that might have been a personal, but regardless, it had the same impact. You just injected a little life into your squad, just when they needed it.
First one goes down. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. The Hawks are victorious. It's good at the buzzer. The defense couldn't contain him, and we're going to overtime. That does it for the period. This game is all tied up. Overtime begins, and away we go. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. 5 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range, and the rebound's grabbed by Fareed. Paul into the front court, looking to make something happen. Harden gets it down to Capella. And Prince sizing up Eric Gordon. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Gets it in the right corner. Harden. That's off the side of the rim. No good. It's in the hands of Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Screen coming. Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Short jumper won't go down.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Trae Young. Short jumper stays out.
In a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Trae Young. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Fires the 3. Huerter can't connect that time. Now Paul with the basketball. His team up by 7. Capella picked up by Len. It's the Hawks with the basketball. For 3. He drills the 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
To Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. The follow won't go either. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you have to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Chris Paul at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 86% from the line. Paul's free throw, good. A three-point play as the Rockets add to their lead. Here's Atlanta with the basketball to Kevin Huerter. Sizing up the defense to Trae Young. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
The Hawks will use a timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Trae Young. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Whistle stops play. Timeout here for Atlanta. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Has a chance. Not that time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short on the shot.
Jones here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets
worked some overtime to get the win.
It was impressive how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Hawks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Steals. Player of the game.
Chris Paul could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
Who was gold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.